What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today is probably the craziest day that I've ever had in the Go Battle League. There is an insane glitch happening right now for certain users on the current update, myself included here, where in the Go Battle League, instead of seeing the regular animations that you're accustomed to, just a whole bunch of purple squares pop up instead, and it makes it so incredibly hard to play the game, but it's also kind of funny, but it's also just really weird. I should say, potentially, there is an epilepsy warning on this video. If you are photosensitive, make sure to take care of yourself for this. I don't want to have anyone, get in any trouble on watching this. I don't know exactly if this is going to be that bad, but I do know it was very disorienting for me to play this today. I was trying out this Sandslash team, though. I think Sandslash is a pretty fun Pokemon. Despite the circumstances, it still did pretty well, as you're going to see in this video. It's a lot of fun to use, though, and I mean, just watch the video, see how it goes. Hopefully, it's going to be a fun one. All right, first game of the day. You guys are in for a real treat. Just you wait until you see what this looks like here. I've been dealing with this all day. Everything I do is purple. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's so much worse than I thought it was going to be. I got to pay attention to what's happening right now. I should survive an attack here from the Melmetal. What are they throwing? Is this a dynamic punch? I haven't been counting. I should be counting. Oh, the purple attack. You're right, yeah. I don't know the counts to purple attack here. We have a Surf, though, already, so we can at least get a shield, probably, from them. Maybe they no shield, though. They would survive this. They do shield. Okay, they're at 4, so they have a double Iron Bash. But they do let me get a second move off. This is interesting. Like, the thing is, I'm not even that scared of Quagsire when it comes to my, my Sandslash. So, I think what I want to do here, actually, is I'll just take this shield advantage, and I'll let this go. We'll see if they're on Rock Slide. If they're on Rock Slide, maybe I'll consider shielding a move. But if they double Iron Bash, then I know that I wall the energy here with my Mantine. So yeah, we're just going to let this go. Come in, Mantine, Wing Attack all the way down, absorb the energy, and surely Sandslash in the back line is going to come in clutch. Okay, Wing Attack is not as broken as, like, I don't know, Dragon Breath looks. So that's good, I guess. Dynamic Punch, big purple blobs. Good stuff. And we get the Wing Attack down before a second move at the very least, so that's nice. What's going to come in here? It's a Dugong. What the heck? People run Dugong still? That's fine, I guess. We have Twister ready to go. Now, they did buff Drill Run, I guess, so maybe that's why they're running it. Icy Wind's not going to quite knock us out from here. Twister looks insane. Alright, it's just going to be, I think, an interesting journey today to see what all attacks look like here when they don't actually have their graphics attached to them. Second Twister hurts quite a bit. Oh, they are doing a very smart play here called overfarming, but actually I'm going to CMP them. I'm surprised they would let us do this. They're at 8 right now, so 1 away from a second attack, so we'll see what they want to do. They do let that go. I should survive an Icy Wind still, so I can use this as a way to clear debuffs if I have to later on. And I don't even know what moveset that Quagsire is going to be on just yet. Icy Wind, the purple square attack, uh-oh. Well, everything's a purple square attack, I guess, nowadays. Do they Icy Wind us here? I feel like they could. I'm not gonna go for the no shield, though. I have to shield this up, I think. Yeah, Drill Run, so at least we shield properly. We'll see what moveset this thing's on. It's probably gonna throw some purple squares at us, though. So, I guess we'll figure it out. It is a non-Shadow Quagsire, so honestly, I have no idea what that means moveset-wise. Would a non-Shadow be more likely or less likely to be on Mud Bomb? I'm going to shield up first and foremost anyway, just because if they do have it, they're going to throw it here. They do have a Mud Bomb. That is annoying. I do have a catch opportunity available, though. So if I can get that catch off, maybe we're still in a good spot here. Ice Punch should draw the final shield. But, I don't know. I don't have enough energy on my Mantine to really do much. Okay, they are going to maybe let us get this off. No, they don't. That's unfortunate. If I could have got that move off, this game could have been ours. Unfortunately, it looks like a little bit too much of a tricky alignment here in the back line. Mud Bomb's just going to knock us out. They are easily going to outpace us to it. Dang, okay. Well, I guess the purple squares were a little bit too much for us this time. Quagsire in the lead, not exactly what I wanted to see. It wouldn't have been that bad if they weren't on Mud Bomb, though, so I can't feel too bad about that. All right, next battle. We'll see how this goes. Sandslash into Electro. There we go, much better lead. Do I still have the purple squares? I sure do. All right, at least they're staying in here. I'm doing a lot of damage with just Powder Snows. They're likely going to go for a Wild Charge instantly, and they'll likely go for a Swap Out after, but I guess we'll see if they Energy Ball. They might do something crazy instead. They do Purple Attack. Okay. And while I do have an answer to this Pokemon with my Mantine, I am down shields. I wouldn't mind just getting a shield back here, so I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. And if they do let that go, that's also fine. I should get a pretty big wing attack down against them. And sure, that Electrode is pretty good into Mantine as an electric type, but saying they've been chipped down by Powder Snows, as well as the fact I'm going to get a decent energy lead here, it's not even going to be that good for them. But that is a very smart close combat. That's going to give me less farm than I'd otherwise get. So now Electrode likely comes back in here, and I mean, I think they survive a Twister. And since they decided to go for that play, throwing right when they did, they should be able to go for either an Energy Ball or a Wild Charge like right now. They do let that go, makes sense. Wait, what the heck, though? I wasn't expecting that. They bring in the Furo. I thought they'd just delete my Mantine if they could, but I can just go for another Twister here, and now I should be able to swap into my Sandslash. And I should be able to just, like, get a lot of Powder Snow damage here. We're at 6. So I guess I just shield up the Drill Run, right? Because at this point, I should be able to wing attack everything down as long as I get enough fast food pressure here. 8, 9, 10. All right. They have to throw instantly here. If they don't, they end up getting knocked out by an Ice Punch. And if they do, they don't have any energy for the backline. Oh, nice. Okay. I guess they didn't want to play it out, but I guess our first win in the Purple Go Battle League. All right, next battle, Sandslash into Florges. Okay, pretty neutral lead matchup here. Although I would say that I prefer to be the Steel type. They say swap a Licky Licky, and I don't really have an instant answer to this, so I'm going to go for a little bit of a chip and dip. Now, Florges is a Pokemon I really don't want to see with my Kingdra, so I think I'm going to bring Kingdra in here. This should put them into Swift range. Oh my goodness, dude. I didn't even use Kingdra last battle. Maybe that's why I was able to win it. They are at back-to-back Body Slam, so we have to keep that in mind. They're at 6 right now. They Shadow Ball. Interesting. Okay, they do have their next move, but I'm kind of willing to shield this up because I don't think a Swift would have quite yet knocked out. And at this point, if I build up enough energy, I can get some nice damage into that Florges later on. Man, this is so distracting, not gonna lie. Big Swift, though. Have I thrown a Swift yet? We'll see what Swift looks like. I bet it has some purple in it. Swift. Oh, who would have thought? It's just a bunch of purple squares. All right. Do I get Fairy Winded down before I get to 2 moves? I think I get 2 Swifts off, which I would imagine ends up doing more raw damage than a single Surf. So that's what I'm going to do. They're at 4 right now. Oh, we get a shield. That's lovely. We don't get a Surf, unfortunately, but we do at least get 2 attacks. They get a Chilling Water worth of energy here, but that's it. So we've neutralized the Licky Licky. Florges avoids our Mantine, I guess, in the backline for now. Sandslash comes in, and they do end up throwing instantly here. Now, Chilling Water will debuff my attack stat, but I would imagine that we should have a lot of play with Mantine in the backline. At least I hope we do, as long as there's no electric type back there. Okay, waiting a turn is so distracting on this, I'm not gonna lie. They're at 5, so they have another Chilling Water ready to go. Do we get his shield? No, they do let it go. And I'm actually going to just catch this on my Mantine, because I feel like there's almost certainly just going to be an instant Chilling Water thrown. And if they're staying in against my Sandslash, that makes me think that they're a little bit scared of Sandslash in general. So I'm going to keep it around. Tinkaton in the back line. Interesting. This is going to be an odd game to play out. ABA Fairy. 9. Okay, I do survive a Gigaton Hammer here, so that's good. The big problem is I am debuffed on my Mantine right now, and I don't necessarily love that. They're at 2, 3, 4. If I can ever bank some energy on Mantine, that would be pretty good. But Gigaton Hammer, the next one would knock us out. 5, 6, 7. I do have to throw energy here, it looks like. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But we'll see what we can do now. I'm going to switch out. Maybe it's a bad play. 9, 10. All right, I think a Bulldoze doesn't quite do it here. That might be a lie, actually. It probably comes pretty close. It does knock us out. Okay. Unfortunately, I think we're about to lose then. Because I need to go for a Water Pulse to knock out here. And I'm not going to be able to get to it, I don't think. Ah, man. I think they have us. I guess I have to shield this. Big Gigaton Hammer. Can't see anything going on, but we do shield properly. But I think that they're going to outpace us even before my next Twister here. ABA Fairy, not exactly what my Mantine wanted to see. Technically, Tinkaton is playable for Mantine, but not as much as I'd like. They're probably going to try to go for either the instant throw, or if they could catch, but yeah, if they can just get the move first, they might as well just throw it. Oh man, I probably could have played better. I wish that Sandslash was better into Florges than it ended up being, but I think potentially if I didn't go for the catch, we could have had a better play. We'll see Sandslash up against Ninetales. Okay, well, depending on their moveset, this has got to be pretty good for us. And they do instantly swap out here. Okay. So I don't really want to see Ninetales with basically anything on my team here. But, I mean, Sandslash is alright against it, saying that I do probably resist a lot of their damage. They shield instantly. Okay, that's going to be annoying, because now I kind of have to stay in for a second. But I guess maybe I don't. I'm going to switch out. So we'll just see what happens. Likely they're not on Thunder, although I did get Thundered yesterday by a Mimikyu, which was not super fun. I should be able to go for a Twister here to break the Mimikyu shield. And we'll see how they want to play it out from there. A lot of ABA Fairies. You know, I almost missed Shadow Caesar at this point. Twister is going to break the Mimikyu shield, so now their defense has been dropped at least. That's kind of cool. But I would have to shield here if I want to get my Water Pulse off. Honestly, I don't know if I want to shield this matchup. I know it could be a bit of a mistake to do this. I was going to say misplay and mistake in the same word there. Anyway, it could be a bad thing to do this, but I feel like energy on Sandslash is probably a good thing, especially because at this point, I know there can't be a Fire Ninetales in the backline. There is an Ice Ninetales in the lead, so that means that they had to choose their poison on that one. And if I get enough energy here, maybe it's not even going to matter. I'm kind of surprised they swapped out. Okay. Well, that means that I guess I did make the right call. They are scared of Sandslash, though, which is kind of odd. I don't know what's going to be in the backline now. Are they on Chilling Water? They must be, because they threw after 6, and they wouldn't have swapped in here otherwise. We'll see what happens, though. 2 fairies already. I really don't like that, because my Kingdra in the backline is going to have a lot of work to do here. They could shield this if they really want to, but I wouldn't be surprised if they just let it go. Yeah, they do let it go. And we'll see now when they throw. They throw right then. I guess I just have to let this through and hope I can Dragon Breath down before they get to another attack here. But Weather Ball's going to knock us out, so honestly, I think that we don't Dragon Breath them down in time. Wait, but they switch into a Lantern? Okay, maybe is there still play? We'll have to hope that there is. I have a lot of energy here. They probably bait us with a Surf, but I don't know if they can risk that necessarily. Yeah, they do, okay. So they're at 1, 2... I mean, I think I get to 3 Swifts pretty easily before they get their next move off, and I think I might be able to not Powder Snow, Dragon Breath down the Mimikyu, so I have to play very carefully. Seven. Alright, I think there's no synergy between Surf and Thunderbolt, so they should still be 1 away from their next move. Did you shield that? Okay. I have to throw energy here, it looks like. Maybe I could have gone for the farm down, but I'm not going to risk it. I know they should still be 1 away from a move, from a Thunderbolt, that is, on the Lantern. They could maybe go for a Surf, but that's not going to do a lot of damage into us. So if I stay outside of Surf range, or if I just knock this out before they throw it, now, I mean, it's just going to come down to if I outpace the Ninetales to a Swift before they get to a Weather Ball here. I know it's spammy, but I built up a lot of energy. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, let's go. Okay, Kingdra. Navigating the minefield that is the purple square Go Battle League. I guess we got the win. Okay. All right, Sandslash into Furo. Okay, well, that's a pretty alright lead. Quagsire comes in. Now, last time we saw a regular Quagsire, they were not actually on the Stone Edge moveset. So I can bring in Mantine here and hopefully wall them, but just in case I can't, that's why I'm going to do a bit of a chip and dip here, just to make it a little bit more of a consistent matchup. With that said, on the safe swap, they're probably more likely to have Stone Edge. Yeah, unfortunate. It can never be the situation that I want it to be, huh? We'll just go for the Twister here, guarantee either a shield or a knockout, and we still have enough HP here. We should be able to reach quite a bit of energy against that Fearow. Oh, they survive on 1 HP. Whatever. You know, it's not like Kingdra's bad into Fearow either if they have a Stone Edge here. Are they at it? No, they're not even at it, so we'll just let that go. You can tell the confidence that I had there. I'm, like, so distracted by the purple that I'm not even, like, counting as well as I should be. They're almost certainly just going to let this go, though. They know they survive, and there's really not much reason to shield when Sandslash is in the lead. Oh, well, they do shield, actually. I'm going to switch. Could be a bad play if there's, like, a fire type in the backline or something. But I feel like they might be a little bit scared of Sandslash if they're shielding their Fearow of all things. So we're going to hard pivot this back in. And we shield this, but what do they bring in themselves? Nothing. Okay, and we can actually wait a turn despite the purple squares trying their best to block me. Ice Punch should get a shield or a knockout at this point. Likely a shield, yeah. And they're probably going to try to catch the next move. Can they even? Do I just Powder Snow them down? I might get a full Powder Snow down against them before that's even going to be possible. I think I probably do farm down, so I would love it if they stayed in. Okay, well, that's really good to see. They can go for the Ice Punch here. And if they don't go for the Mud Bomb on CMP, I get a lot more fast move pressure against them. And if they do, then it's just like my Kingdra in the backline closes this game out so easily. Was that a CMP? Sure was. All right, nice. Kind of surprised they wouldn't have brought Ufisk back into Mantine, but I guess they didn't really want to reveal their full team because they didn't want me to realize how safe my Sandslash was into them. Yeah, Kingdra just can farm this all the way down with the power of purple, and then go for a move into that Fearow, but let's go. You know, I don't know what to say about this Go Battle League day so far. It's been going all right. I think that's a 3-2 set, but this might very well be the most confusing day of my life. Kartana making up for all the purple squares. And we'll get up almost back to 2,700. Let's keep it going. All right, Sandslash into Malamar. Okay. I mean, I don't have a hard answer to this Pokemon, but I'd say I have a lot of neutral play into it. I do have a lot of purple damage, but they have even more. The Psywaves are insane. We'll just go for the Ice Punch, Chip and Dip here, I think. Because I'm not sure. I don't think I actually win CMP against this, so I probably just lose the 2-shield matchup. And if they want to no-shield that, they can actually do a really annoying play where they just go... Oh, what the heck, dude? Dedenne? Well, let me see how this plays out. Dedenne here is likely on... I've seen some Dedennes still on Parabolic Charge, but I've seen, like, a few people running it just with Play Rough and Discharge. So we'll see if that's the case this time. I guess I had to bait this out, huh? I technically had to bait this out. And we do get his shield, okay. Well, they have to Play Rough to knock us out here, so I'm going to force them to throw whatever other move they have. And if they Play Rough us, I can just farm down probably with Sandslash. They Discharge. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought people were running. You know, all the Dedenne users out there, every single one of them running Discharge, surely. Swift is going to hurt quite a bit, so we likely get this second shield. And now I'm going to just not give that farm down over. I know at this point I survive a Discharge pretty easily. And I want to save at least one shield for that Malamar can do. They're still at a superpower there. The power of the purple Discharge is kind of scary. But yeah, we just shield this up. And Mantine in the backline does avoid this, which is hopefully good. They might switch out now, though, into the Malamar. Yeah, they do. I'm going to shield this up, obviously. I don't want to get one shot here. And if I overfarm by one more Powder Snow, I can make it so I can outpace basically anything in the game to a move. Aside from maybe like a Ninetales, but they probably would have brought that in. So we'll just go for this, and we'll see what they have in the back. Big Ice Punch, our opponent gets knocked out. Who do they bring into this? They're going to take a Drill Run or an Ice Punch on something this game, so we'll see what that's going to be. Hopefully something that we have a lot of play into. I mean, Ice and Ground is really good coverage to have. They're thinking, and I don't like that. Corviknight, okay. They might try to catch here, but I think that's fine if they do. Oh my goodness, Sand Attack might be the worst move I've seen yet on this system. What is happening? Dude, I can't see anything. Okay, well, don't run a Sand Attack user if you're seeing purple blobs. This is remarkably terrifying. How can I avoid a catch? First of all, they're a one-turn move, so I can't really. But, like, second of all, this is just so bad. They Air Cutter, which is interesting. They get a boost, so I'm just going to instantly go for the Water Pulse here, because even if they do catch at this point, that means they have to clear their boost. Okay, well, can I, like, wing attack this down. I think so. Or at the very least, force them to throw a lot of energy against us, then Powder Snow down and Dragon Breath everything down, and we should be fine. But man, this is not good. Payback doesn't knock us out. They might try to go for a catch here on Dedenne, but I'm fine if they do. Oh, well, I guess I didn't throw my energy, or I don't even know what's happening. I can't even see my screen. Anyway, we get the Twister to KO the Dedenne before they can Thunder Shock us down, because I don't think we could farm that down super easily here anyway. And they're so low on HP, they have to have 3 Air Cutters to win this one. 1 for this, 1 for my A-Slash, and 1 for my Kingdra. I don't believe that's going to be happening. All right, Air Cutter gets the knockout. They boost again, because they're insane. But the Powder Snow just knocks them out. All right, let's hope that doesn't happen again. No more Corviknights. I don't want to see that. All right, Florges lead once again. Let's see if we can win this one. They are staying in this time, which makes some sense, saying they win CMP against us, and they can debuff us first. But I am very happy to get rid of this if we can. Florges is kind of annoying for a backline. Chilling Water is going to debuff us. It doesn't quite two-shot, but man, it honestly comes close. Ice Punch, though, should put them down pretty low. I wouldn't mind to see a shield here, but they probably don't ever do that. Yeah, they're just going to probably play out the zeros. Okay, Charge Bug comes in. Volt Switch is probably one of the most diabolical fast moves, I think, with this bug going on right now. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, I kind of need to shield this, because I do kind of need to get rid of this Pokemon. But we'll see what happens. 1. Okay. Maybe I should have surfed here, too. I don't know for sure what I should have done. But I think I might be able to go for, like, a 2-shield farm down. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. If I can't do that, then this sucks. But we'll see. Big discharge coming through him. We shield that up because we kind of have to. Oh, I should get the full farm down, yeah. Nice. Well, what comes in? I have almost 2 surfs ready to go. It's probably going to be the Florges. Now, I have seen this team in the past with, like, a Diggersby as the final Pokemon. If that's the case, I would imagine they kind of have to shield right now, right? They let it go. Okay. Well, what's in the backline? Okay. Well, that's not Diggersby. That's not Diggersby at all. That's actually kind of scary. But I have a lot of energy here. Hopefully they shield this up. They do. Okay. I'm going to save the energy here just to make their life a little bit more uncomfortable. I think I do technically survive a discharge here, but it's going to hurt. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped out into this. We'll see, though. Yeah, we do survive, actually, pretty well. Maybe too well, actually. Because now they get a big farm down against us. We'll see what happens. They kind of have to go for the no-shield here. That's a smart play. I think they might have us, actually. Oh, my goodness. They get such a huge farm down. That is so frustrating. Yeah, I think they just have us now. That is... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that at all. That's on me. I thought that matchup was going to be worse for Mantine than it was. Like, it was bad, but, like, it was actually so good, but bad, but good at the same time there. We just gave them way too much energy here. Oof. Okay, that's on me, though. We could have maybe won that one. All right, Sandslash into... Dusknoir. Man, okay, I haven't seen this Pokemon in a while. I feel like at this point, it's gonna neutrally be pretty good for Sandslash in the 0s and 1s, but maybe in the 2s not quite as much. The worst part about this is I don't really know what's gonna be in the backline and how much play my Sandslash is gonna have, so do I want to, like, shield and keep it around? I think I survive a Shadow Punch here, actually. That might be, like, maybe I don't, but I'm gonna no-shield this anyway. We'll see. If I do survive, I get another move off against this. Okay, actually, I lied. Okay. I'm gonna come in Mantine here, because I feel like Mantine can just go for a Twister to knock this out and save a lot of HP on my Kingdra. Alright, I guess I should have shielded my Sandslash, but I didn't want to play out the 2-shield matchup, because if they can Astonish down in the 2s, that's pretty awkward as well. And at least now, I've set up a shield advantage for my Kingdra. There's Psywave, love to see that. We'll see how they play this out, though. That was a good swap out by them. What is this team, though, by them so far? So weak to a Sucker Punch user. There could be, like, a Fairy type in the back, and I would not want to see that. Alright. I have to surf here to guarantee a knockout. They might no-shield hoping at this point that I swift, but they might also just no-shield saying that even if I do knock them out, that Dusknoir is still around. They survive. Please tell me I farm down. Oh, this game's going terribly. This game could not be going much worse right now. The Dusknoir Grumpig core is destroying me, and I do not love that. They probably switch into Dusknoir now? No, they don't. They give me the farm down. But what's going to be in the back line? Okay. I guess I'm going to surf here because I kind of have to, but I think I might have messed up over farming as much as I did because they should be at a Shadow Punch right now. Yeah, and they know that, so they're just going to go for the shield there. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. This game is probably pretty over now. But I guess maybe Mantine has a lot of play in the back line. I don't know what it could be, though. I guess I have to go for, like, a farm down, but... Oh, Tinkaton? Yeah, no, there's not much beating that. Even though I wall them, I'm too low. I don't two-shot with Water Pulse, so we're out of luck. All right, Shadow Kingdra on the lead. Not a bad lead, aside from the fact I can't see what's going on. But if they're staying in here, I think I'm just going to be willing to stay in myself and probably just shield this up. They Swift bait. Fair, I guess. I mean, if you're that scared of Kingdra, or of Sandslash rather, I guess it makes sense you do that. I think at this point, what I'm going to try to do is Drill Run on the next one. I think they threw on alignment, so I should outpace here no matter what. And if they did catch that, it'd probably be on a Steel type. They're going to go for the Surf, probably. They shield. Man, how scared of you, or are you, rather, of Sandslash? I don't get the catch there, unfortunately, but we do force energy out of them. Imagine they're on Surf Outrage. Just imagine that. Swift, okay. Are they at a second one just yet? Oh, okay, we bait out the Bink, I guess. Kind of had to, I guess. I don't get to 2 Surfs, it looks like. But I should get a Surf off, which puts them into Drill Run range, at least. And I'm not that scared of the Kingdra anymore. Not that I was really scared in the first place. Oh, man, if I had one more Dragon Breath here, that'd be pretty easy to reach. All right, Swift. Chips him down, at least, like, guaranteed Drill Run knockout range. I mean, I survived this move, but what could be in the backline at this point? I think, honestly, shielding this is not the worst-case scenario. Because if I shield this up, then I can keep my Sandslash around just in case I need it later on. Okay, they do stay in, so we get the Ice Punch off. I don't know why I'm Ice Punching. It's not like Drill Run's any cheaper or any more expensive nowadays. But I guess just in case they caught on something, I don't know. Oh, well, I guess now I get to take an extra fast move because I did that. Drill Run would have knocked out. But, oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, what if we had Mantine in the back line for the Gastrodon? And what if they just lose? Dude, Mud Slap is insane. Or, can you top left trainer? I mean, I don't wall them. Body Slam technically is neutral. But, like, what are they planning on doing here? Oh, they Swift us. That changes everything. All right, Swift puts us into double Body Slam range. Uh-oh. 3. Double Twister should just get the knockout here. They're playing it out to the bitter end. Twister is not the strongest move out there, but it's not a bad move. Don't CMP me. Why are they playing this game out so long? Anyway, we're about to win this one. All right. Well, Twister should get the knockout here. I'm really surprised that they are deciding to waste my time on this. But we got the win, and that's all that matters. All right, next opponent. Let's see, Sandslash into Ninetales, great. You know what's honest? It's a very bad lead, but I feel like it could maybe still be kind of playable. All right, I don't love seeing this. Is this a Shadow or a regular jump left? It's so hard to tell. In fact, it's impossible to tell. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a play that happened against me the other day. And that's just to not throw energy here. Because Sandslash walls Jumpluff incredibly hard.
And if I get a huge farm down with Powder Snows, then I can make the life against that Ninetales very uncomfortable. With that said, they might get to 2 attacks here. It's going to be pretty close. But I do survive 2 moves. Acro plus Energy Ball could be reached, but likely not double Acro. Yeah, we survive that. And nice, they don't even get a second move off. So now I have basically back-to-back drill runs against the Ninetales if they come back in with it. I don't know what could be in the back line. If it's the team that I ran myself the other day, then that likely means it's a Malamar. If it's any other team, I guess we'll play it by ear. Drill run here is going to hurt quite a bit. We actually get a shield straight up. And I'll bring in Mantine just to see if that's going to be safe in the back line. And it might actually be. They go for an attack here before switching out. I don't think I have too many opportunities to shield left this game, but they weather ball bait me. Okay, dude. Oh, it is actually my team I ran the other day. That's pretty based aside from the fact that they baited me. But we should be in a pretty playable spot still. I have a lot of energy on my Sand Slash. If I would have no-shielded that weather ball bait, we would be in an even better spot. But I guess we'll see how it goes. Because I should survive this attack, right? And then I should be able to dance around enough here. But we'll see, I guess. All right. Twister here. Guarantee the knockout if we can. And if they shield this up, then we swap. They no-shield. So I guess we just stay in now. And we have to hope at this point that they're not going to be able to get to double Weather Ball against us right now. If they are at back-to-back Weather Balls, then this is not looking great. I'm going to go for the Water Pulse, because I think I have to guarantee the shield. I'm 1 Powder Snow away from my Drill Run here. If they are at back-to-back Weather Balls, then they can just go and predict my combo play. But they don't, and I win CMP. So this should either knock them out, or at the very least, put them into farm down range. Drill Run gets the knockout. There we go. Beat my own team. Love to see it. That is incredible. You know, I think we did pretty well, all things considered, with these visuals going on. 3-2, 3-2, like back-to-back positive sets. We got 2 Kartanas. This is the game apologizing to me for how insane this looks. But, you know, oh, we climbed 5 points. That's great. That's awesome. Well, that was probably one of the craziest days that I've ever had in the Go Battle League. I don't know how this glitch possibly could have happened or how it was let through onto a live release, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to play around what you're given, and I guess today I was given a ton of purple squares, so, I mean, I hope at least you guys enjoyed. But yeah, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.